So after we have transcribed a message from DNA and turned it into mRNA, which is a readable message, right? We can take the codons and determine what the amino acids are. We need to basically go from, having just a little message into making proteins. And so we know that mRNA, specifically the codons, right, will give us a chain of, or give us a list of amino acids, and those amino acids can be put together into polypeptides with the help of tRNA, which can then be rearranged into proteins. So let's look at how that happens. We are looking at what is called translation. If we are going from mRNA all the way to proteins, it is translation. And within translation, we've already transcribed the message. It's actually going to leave the nucleus, go to the cytoplasm, but specifically to the ribosomes, because the ribosomes are in charge of making proteins. That is the organelle's job. And so within our steps of translation, we have ribosomes that are going to attach to the mRNA molecule. The ribosome itself is made of these two units, this bigger unit and then the smaller unit that's kind of down here. This big blue unit and then the smaller unit that's right down here, that's colored red. And so what happens is RNA attaches to our mRNA molecule, and the ribosome begins to read the codon. So it's found the start codon, that's where it knows to begin. So the ribosome searches until it finds AUG, and then the start codon will then begin to pair up with tRNA. This structure right here, it's got this looping mechanism, is tRNA. And tRNA is holding on to very specific amino acids. And so we have to complementary base pair the start codon to the anticodon, this is the anticodon, in order to get the correct amino acid to associate. So, one at a time, the ribosome will attach each amino acid onto the growing chain, and the ribosome is actually going to move in this direction. So as we continue on with our notes, we're going to see the amino acids begin to chain up into a polypeptide. As a reminder, remember the anticodon is what's complementary to the codon, so that would be this region of nucleotides right there. So the ribosome will begin to form the peptide. Notice that the ribosome has shifted to the right, and now we have two amino acids that have been chained together. And then ribosome is going to move over again, and as it keeps doing that, you begin to see the polypeptide chain. Once it hits a stop codon, UAA, UGA, or UAG, it knows to stop, and the polypeptide can then reconstruct itself and turn into a protein.